Hello everybody and welcome to this new video, and in today's lesson I will show you how to install Joomla inside your local host or your local machine or your personal machine, wherever you want to call it. So in the previous video we saw how to install WordPress, and we saw also how to install some plugins, and now let's see for Joomla. So just like WordPress, we need to create a database and we give it a name. So we go to php my admin, so localhost slash localhost slash php my admin. And okay, with php my admin you write your username, which is root. The password is leave it blank. Okay, and new database, we give it a name. This is gonna be Joomla, and click on create. So now we have a Joomla database. As you can see, this database here is empty. If we take a look at the WordPress database, it's not empty because we installed WordPress on it, and this is the table prefix that we saw previously. It's the WP underscore. So if you changed it to whatever you've changed, so it's gonna be whatever you've changed, and this names here. Okay, as you can see here we have 21 tables, but for Joomla is still empty. So we need to copy the Joomla zip file that we've downloaded from the Joomla website and paste it. Okay, so I'm gonna copy it and paste it inside the www folder. If you remember, it's on the C drive, WAMP or WAMP64 and www. So but this time we're gonna create a folder for it, not just like WordPress, where we copy it here and we extract it and we have this folder already here called WordPress. Now I'm gonna create a new folder and I'm gonna call it Joomla. Call it whatever you want, and inside of Joomla I'm gonna paste the zip file here, because when I will extract it, it will extract all the files and not just one folder, as you can see here. So you don't want to have a mess, of course. Okay, wait for the extraction. Come on, dude. Okay, once it's extracted, we delete the zip file. We no longer needed it. And here, as with WordPress, if you remember, it's localhost WordPress. With Joomla, it's gonna be localhost and Joomla, because we called the folder Joomla, if you remember. So this is the installation interface of Joomla. As you can see here, it's in French. I'm gonna change the language to English. United States. So the main configuration, the site name you write whatever. It's gonna be a test site. The description, it's gonna be, this is a Joomla website. And the site offline, if you are just creating your website and you don't want your site to be available until you finish it, then you can check this one here to make it yes. So the site will whenever a user enters the address of your website, it will show a message that the site is under construction, and it will have he will have to wait a moment or a few days or few months, or you can even customize this message with some plugins or extensions. So in our case, we don't want this. We want our site live from the beginning. You enter an email address. I'm just gonna enter test at gmail.com. A username, it's gonna be again test. A password, test if it accepts weak password, and again test to confirm my password. Click on next. Choose the database type. You can stick with MySQL. MySQL, I'm gonna choose MySQL. The host name is gonna be a localhost. The username, the password. So again, root and blank. The database name is Joomla, and the table prefix. So this is not like WordPress. If you remember, the table prefix for WordPress is WP underscore, but for Joomla it's gonna be different each time. So if it's gonna be a different for you, a different table prefix for you than for me. So you can call it whatever you want. I'm just gonna stick with this one. Okay, so if you have the old database process, what want you to do with the old database, if you want to back it up or to remove it. So I don't have this and I don't care about it, so I'm just gonna click next. Error, could not connect to the database. Could not connect to my SQL. Why? The username is root. Sorry, I didn't write the correct username, so it's gonna ROOT. Root, the password blank, the database name is Joomla, and next. So here the finalization. So install sample data. If you want to install some sample data, sometimes you buy a theme and it has also sample data with it. So I'm just gonna stick with a blank website. Okay. Overview, email configuration. Okay, this is the email that we entered, and this is the overview of our server, which is created by web server. Okay, so this is everything is okay, and we click on install, and it's installing Joomla. So now the installation is finished, and as you can see, congratulations, Joomla is now installed on your local computer, unfortunately. So we have some extra steps if you want to install languages. I don't know if you want to, so you can definitely go with it. Don't be afraid if you want to. An important step is once you finished installing Joomla, as you can see here inside our Joomla folder in the www, we have an installation folder. We no longer need this folder here, so you can delete it manually, or you can make your life easier and click remove installation folder. So installation folder successfully removed. If you check in here, there is no more installation folder here, no longer needed. And from there you can go to the website, which is blank. As you can see, we have just some simple things here, the name of our website, the page that we are actually visiting, which is home, and as you can see, some simple login form and the menu here. This is a blank website, so or you can go to the administrator interface or the backend. So this is the front end. This is what the users will see whenever they enter your web address. For in our case, it's a localhost Joomla. And if you go to administrator, then you will have to enter your username and the password, of course. So username is gonna be test and the password test also. So login, click on login, and here we are in the Joomla backend. This is amazing. This is where all the magic happens for Joomla, just like WordPress. This is where all the magic happens for WordPress, and this is where all the magic happens for Joomla. Congratulations, you guys now know how to install two of the most used CMS in the world, WordPress, and you even know how to install plugins, and you even know how to install plugins in two ways: manually by downloading them from the wordpress.org directory, or click on add now and you install them on live on the internet. So this is the backend of Joomla. As you can see here, this is slightly different from WordPress. WordPress menus are on the left sidebar here, as you can see, but in Joomla we have the menus are on the top of the interface. So here we have the help, extensions, components, content, menus, users, and system. Extensions are what WordPress call them plugins. So you install extensions just like you install plugins. So you can manage them, install, update, manage, etc. So for example, if you want to install Joomla extensions, you go here. If you downloaded any extension that you paid for or anything else that you downloaded an extension, you can drag and drop here. As you can see, you can install from a folder, because in the Joomla directory, if we go here, we have a folder called TMP. You can place your plugins here and install them from here whenever you visit this URL. Okay, you can see this is the address for the folder, or you can install from a URL. I often use on a live web server, I often use this method here, install from a folder. So I copy, just like in WordPress, I copy my extensions, I copy them in this folder, temporary folder, and install them. Once I install the plugins, I come back here and delete the plugins. So this is the extensions, this is the system. So you go to control panel, and this is the control panel. As you can see here, you can create a new article. You can see all the articles, categories, media, menus, etc. Inside of system also you can see, check the global configuration, and this is a very important thing to do, global configuration. Okay, so you can change the site of the name of your website, whether you want to make your site offline or online. A lot of details here, the default editor. Okay, some metadata settings, like the description of your website, the keywords, etc. There's a lot of information out here. Okay, you can go to the system and choose the help server. A lot of settings I will show you, or I will let them to you to check by yourself. Okay, I just show you some examples. So this is the end of our video. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one.